Curtis Trades here, and today we're going to be reviewing the ROADTEK electronic floor jack. And what this is just like a hydraulic jack, except for it's electric. So you can pretty much just turn this on. It uses a 20-volt battery. You push a button, and it can raise your car. Now, I've reviewed a lot of products on my channel here, and a lot of the times you'll see products that are really cool, or you'll see products that are really useful. And this is one of those products that really does both. It's really cool because it's an electric floor jack. You don't need to pump the handle. And the main reason why it's so useful is because it eliminates a lot of the problems that a traditional hydraulic jack will have. The space issues, needing to have space to jack the car up. If you have a low profile vehicle and you're running out of garage space, this one does not need to move the handle to jack up the vehicle. So you can have the handle all the way up in this position. You can have this butted up right up against a wall, and it'll still lift your car up. So this thing does really awesome in really tight spaces. If you're up against a wall in your garage bay, or you don't have a lot of room around you, or you can't park it on the street and work on your car out on the road, and you have a tight garage, this thing saves a ton of space with it not having to jack your car up physically. The other really cool thing about it is it's a lot safer. This thing lifts and lowers really smoothly. If you've ever used a traditional hydraulic jack, when you're trying to jack it up, it has a little bit of bounce in it when you jack it up, and then when you go to release it, it's really tricky to release a hydraulic jack really slowly and gently. This thing is super precise. You can go up and down as you need to, really safely, really quickly, and really easily. ROADTEK makes a lot of different jacks. This is their 3-ton jack, and it's low profile. They make a little bit smaller ones. They have 2-ton jacks. They have ones that have a little bit longer reach and have a little bit longer lift. So check out their website. I'll put a link down below so you can go check out some of the jacks that they make. But these things are really useful and really safe and really actually very cool to use. All right, so I clearly can't read, but there's a safety pin here that's in here for shipping so that this doesn't move around. It says remove pins before installing wheels or handle. You really just need to make sure you don't install this wheel so that you can pull this out here. So I'm gonna have to take this off real quick. Pull this out this way. So once you remove that pin there, then you can put this wheel on. So you're gonna install the smaller wheels on the front here. You just wanna make sure this thing is hanging off the edge so you can install them. You're just gonna slide these on here and then put these bolts right in the ends and then tighten these up. It does come with an included wrench, and I find it a little bit easier if you use a socket. This is a 15mm bolt. Just gonna tighten all these down, then you'll throw the jack down on the floor and tighten it up again once it's on all four. So installing or uninstalling the handle is really easy. You literally just unscrew this clip here, pull it out, and it'll pop right out. The handle only goes in one direction. It's got a notch spot on here, so you can't really mess it up. Then pop it back in, then tighten this down. That easy to put the handle on and off. So with anything, whenever you're using a jack, you always want to make sure you're being safe. So make sure you do read through the user manual. The main things are that you want to make sure you're using jack stands if you ever go underneath the vehicle, and make sure it's secured. Also make sure you're on flat and level ground, and make sure you have the wheels chalked and the parking brake on your vehicle so it's not going to want to roll on you. So once you put the wheels on, remove the safety pins, install the handle, and charge your battery and add it. Then you're good to start lifting things. Again, you're gonna flip the switch here to power it on, and a green light will come on the top here, and then it has an up or down. Up and down, that's it. You literally just push the buttons to go up, pull them to go down. On the surface, it just looks like an electric jack, but there's a lot of little features and things that you wouldn't really think about if you had a hydraulic jack before, that makes it super easy and really nice to use these things for. It also does come with a quick release. Here, if you run out of battery while the car is lifted and you need to get the vehicle down, you can pull this little cord here and it will manually release it. It does release it a little bit faster than if you did it using the electric motor. And it's nice because you can go up and down really precise, and it's really smooth when it goes up or down. If you're using a hydraulic jack, when you're pushing down on the lever or spinning it to release it, it's really tricky to get it to let it down smooth or really in exact increments. But if you needed a very specific level to fit your jack stand under there, this thing is really awesome for that. And then on the back here, this is the lock for the handle. If it's in this position, then the handle can move freely up and down. You can hold it at any position you'd like to. If you turn it sideways, it will lock in the center position like a normal 45-degree jack angle. The nice thing is if you have it locked like this, you can pick up the front or the back to move it, and it becomes a lot more agile for being a big wheel jack. It almost rivals a caster wheel jack. They do make these with caster wheels as well, but the big wheels are really smooth and they roll really well. But you can push up and down, and you get a lot of mobility with the handle being locked in the set position. You can also lift the back up and rotate it this way as well if you'd like to. So it is a pretty mobile jack, even though it doesn't have caster wheels on it. It is an electric hydraulic system, so it still is a hydraulic jack, but just uses an electric battery and motor to run it. And then you can add grease to the grease fitting here as well. These batteries will charge up in about 2 hours to full charge, and they'll lift about 15 to 20 times for a larger SUV or pickup truck. And then for a sedan or smaller car like mine, about 25 to 30 times before they run out of battery. There's a lot of really good things about this jack, and a lot of the times it seems like products nowadays are just starting to turn electric just for the sake of turning electric. I think when you pair electricity with a jack like this is a win-win situation. It's way cooler because it is electric, and it's also way cooler because it works better. So improving the quality and the design of an already existing technology by making it electric makes it so much better. It's a lot safer, it's way smoother. You can save a ton of space by having the handle up or down when you need to use it. It's got a lot of range, a lot of reach, being a low profile jack as well. If you're looking to purchase it, check out a link down in the description. If you have any questions or comments, let me know those as well.